Welcome to the 25 Days of Empowerment. And this is day 7, April 7th, 2024. And I'm Emiliana Patrick. I'm a breathwork facilitator. I'm an astrologer. You can find me at thepatrickpearl.com. And you can find me for an acupuncture appointment at the Daoist Tradition Student Clinic on South French Broad in Asheville, North Carolina.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm a self-love and feminine empowerment coach, but my messages are for everyone. And you can find me on Instagram at tigerlily.and.co.
And thank you so much for joining us on this very vulnerable day. This is the day before the eclipse. And the day before an eclipse is a day of silence. It's a day where we're letting go and we're celebrating what was, and messages are coming to us of what we can't hold on to anymore. Processes or things in your life may be leaving now, and you may be getting messages about that. And we are too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big theme about the eclipse happening tomorrow. And the theme is about the deepest acceptance of our unhealable wounds, the places within us that hurt, the places within us where we can't change. We wish it so were different. We wish it were different, but it's not. There are also places in us that we make ourselves wrong. We feel wrong for wanting something or for acting our natural way, for being who we are. And we feel that something about it is just completely unacceptable, and it's not logical. And mostly within this kind of milieu of touching into this unhealable part of ourselves, it's vulnerable, it is fragile, it is sensitive. We're longing for love. We're longing for unconditional love in a conditional world. And what do you think, Tiffany? Do you think I should share the song?
Yes.
Okay. There's a wonderful song about this very thing, about this longing for this unconditional love. And many of you have had experiences of the higher planes and the infinite love that exists, the unconditional love
Mm-hmm.
that exists there. And we long for this love. And there was a mystical person who lived at the end of the 18th century, beginning of the 19th century, named Paramahansa Yogananda. He's most famous for writing Autobiography of a Yogi, but he also wrote Cosmic Chants. And this is one of his cosmic chants. So I'm going to share screen and share this cosmic chant with you about this longing for this unconditional love in a conditional world.
Not yet playing.
Oh, it's not?
No, no, we can see the screen. But
in this world, Mother, no one can love me. In this world, they do not know how to love me. In this world, Mother, no one can love me. In this world, they do not know how to love me. Where is that your loving love? Where is that truly loving love? There
So the irony is that when we allow the infinite love, the unconditional love of these of the higher planes into, I don't know what's happening.
Guru Brahma.
Look,
All
I
good.
guess it was YouTube saying, "Zzz."
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually love it when things like that happen because interruptions can be really good.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes we
So,
get too serious in the world.
right? We get too serious. It's like, come on.
Just
So,
laugh a
yeah. So,
bit.
thank you. So, the what I was saying is like the we invite the infinite in, the infinite love, and often it makes the pain worse.
Mhm.
It makes it more intense because it's coming into our wounds. And the thing is, then it breaks us open so it can come into this weary world.
Mhm.
And I love the words of Ken Wilber, it hurts more, it bothers you less.
Mm. Mm.
So what is some wisdom for us, Tiffany? What can
Yeah.
we do with this?
Um, Listening to this song, listening to what you've shared, um, to me, what comes to mind is self-love and self-compassion, because no one truly can love you in the way you fully deserve to be loved, because you are the only one that knows the inner workings of your soul. So you are the one that you've been looking for. And yet, as you so eloquently said, we live in we're seeking unconditional love in a conditional world. We are still in a human body. We are still seeking human connection. So you are always going to be seeking the external form of the internal love. Thank you, Zoom. Technology is in our favor today. So surrender to that. Surrender that there's always going to be healing to do. You are never going to get to a part where you're fully healed. You are never going to find someone that fully loves every part of you. You're always going to be seeking more, and that's okay. That's okay. Be kind to yourself. Don't lower your standards, as we say. You love yourself the way that you deserve, and allow everything else to just fall as it may. And a somatic offering for you is something my therapist did with me actually this week. We talked about self-compassion, and she taught me the butterfly hug. So you take your hands, you can either come to your shoulder or under your rib, whatever is accessible to you and comfortable, and you just hug yourself, and then add in tapping, bilateral tapping. This does soothe the nervous system. And for me, when I need a hug, I live alone with my dog. And yes, I can snuggle him, but sometimes I need human connection. And when it's not accessible, this always is.
Mm.
And then I like to give myself one more squeeze before I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, that was perfect.
Thank you.
For a ceremony today, take a blank sheet of paper and write down what is leaving now? Where are you hurting now? And at this point, we stop. We stop trying to fix. We stop trying to change. We just write it down, and then you can burn this paper. That's my favorite. Or you can bury it. or you can rip it apart and flush it down the toilet. The only thing I would recommend that you don't do is put it in the trash.
Mm,
It's the only thing I found that doesn't quite work.
tell me more.
I'm not sure why. I mean, I have some hunches, but
Yeah.
so when I really like to burn things because I can feel it being transformed and transmuted.
The
And
alchemy.
I've done the flushing when I don't have anywhere to burn something safely, like in a hotel room or, like I'm traveling or, I'm at someone's house and I don't want to say, can I borrow your grill for a minute? Which I have done in certain cases.
Hey, friends, it's okay.
Yeah. So, but the trash, I don't know. I just don't get that same sense. Like I'm thinking like
Then it's
it,
disappearing
it
it to somewhere else. It's not fully transmuting it into, at least putting it in water is changing it chemically.
yeah, or even burying it. I've done burials before where I bought like a box from Hobby Lobby.
Dirt in the mycelium, yeah, it's change. We have to change its form. It has
Right.
to transmute. Throwing it in the trash is just making it someone else's problem.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. The other
Anyway,
thing I've done that has worked really well is gone to like a river or a fast moving stream and
yes.
ripped it up and just scattered it in the water and watched it go down the stream.
The elements, it needs other elements. Fire, water, earth. Yeah.
So
Mm.
that's our ritual. Oh, and one other thing. If you get an insight that something is leaving your life, it's not gone yet, but in the next 6 months, it will be gone. And you're not ready to let it go yet. You're just not ready. Honor that. And on your sheet of paper, write, help me loosen my attachment. Because really, when we loosen our attachment, when our attachment is gone, we are free to enjoy something completely.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
actually, you were saying something about celebration at this time earlier.
What was I saying? Um, yes, celebrate as we're moving through grief. Part of the reason why it hurts so much is because we're living in the memories, the joyful memories, the fun memories, and celebrate those. Celebrate that. And it doesn't make it hurt any less. You're not going to bypass the pain, but you're also going to see the beauty and the joy. And one thing I like to tell myself as things are leaving and I am celebrating that joy is that I can have it again, but possibly, definitely not with that person in that environment. But those feelings will come back in another form. They always do.
And do you want to lead us into silence?
My favorite. I actually am a big introvert and don't like to speak that much. So this is my favorite. Just sitting in silence and allowing our energies to connect, allowing the feelings and emotions to settle. And let's just be with ourselves and be with the grief.
Thank you so much for joining us on this most vulnerable day.